Here is my 1921 standard Ejecto on a high tank. I set this one up a little differently. I basically just used one of these pipe fittings and attached it to the existing spud with a tank to bowl gasket so it doesn't leak. Then I used a PVC elbow, and the rest is the same as my other tests. So anyway, let's start off with a small flush and see how this does. Absolutely epic flush, and that's the small flush being a relative term. Now let's see how it flushes with the power of 18 gallons. Very nice, and very quiet too. I noticed that the jet points that way just a little bit, and also, just like with the Toto Drake, the water coming from the rim is so much and so powerful that the toilet is unable to siphon because the water is going to the bowl at the same speed that it is exiting the bowl. So that's pretty neat. But anyway, now let's move on to the clogged siphon jet test. And as we can see, this toilet does not have a siphon jet. It has a siphon slot, which is what they used in the 1920s on forward trap toilets. So I'm going to clog that siphon slot and see how it flushes. It almost seems like it flushes a little better that way. However, I think the performance would not be as good, which is why they added the siphon slot. So now, let's see how it flushes with a clogged siphon slot on the power of 18 gallons. I don't know whether it will overflow. If it does, it's not going to swirl. So I'm just going to zoom out a tiny little bit, and I will be right back when that tank fills up. That was a cool flush. It wasn't as powerful as I was expecting it to be, but it was still pretty neat. So, one thing that I noticed when I was cleaning this toilet off to set it up is that unlike most toilets up until the 1950s or 1960s, it does not have an extended horn on the bottom, which means that it could be installed in a modern bathroom, I assume. The only problem with that would be that obviously it is not in good enough condition to install, and also the outlet at the bottom is about 3 inches around, so I don't really know how that would work with a modern flange, especially because I believe that when the toilet is installed, the bottom part, the bottom horn of the toilet, even though it doesn't extend past the base, goes into the flange a little bit. Usually flanges are slightly above the floor. However, if you had a level flange or a recessed flange, you could install this toilet. Again, assuming it didn't have any structural damage or leaks. So anyway, that is all for this video. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.